Hello everyone, I'm Yuan from Beijing Jiao Tong University and Tsinghua University. I'm very happy to be here to share our work with you, review and reflecting on smart home research from the human-centered perspective.
A smart home is a residential system equipped with various interactive automation technologies. With the rise of the IoT and AI in 21st century, the field of smart home research and application has entered the rapid development stage. As an interdisciplinary field, research on smart home technologies is mainly carried out several main directions. At present, researchers in several fields have conducted literature reviews that summarize the diverse interdisciplinary research work in the smart home field. These reviews articles summarize and analyze existing smart home studies in specific research direction such as safety and privacy issue, sensor technology, and so on. Despite these reviews, field work summarizes smart home research from a human-centered perspective. At the time of this writing, there are only 2 literature reviews of smart home research to be found via Google Scholar. So we want to make a comprehensive presentation of human-centered design in the smart home domain to fill up the gap. To better understand the role of human-centered design in the field of smart home research, we selected the ACM Digital Library as a source database, and all 19,901 articles containing smart and home published between 2000 to 2022 are made for keyword frequency analysis. To our surprise, we noted an increasing number of human-centered design papers in the data corpus over the last 5 years. We have marked the figure with a purple bar. Although all of these articles fit the research theme of human-centered design for smart homes, however, in order to be able to convey the most advanced advances and trends in smart home design research, we further screened the articles and narrowed the scope up to the last 5 years. Then we got 71 relevant papers from the Xuhai journal and 8 conferences. Of these 71 papers, 34 of them contained smart home, and another 21 were identified through careful manual reading as having a significant connection to the review topic, resulting in a total of 55 articles that were included in the literature reviews and analysis. The main contribution of the paper are as follows. The paper presents a comprehensive summary of human-centered design in the smart home domain over the past 5 years, a summary of 5 research trends, reflections on facilitating future research, and a set of efficient and reproducible literature analysis approaches. Combined manual and computing analysis, we follow the stage-wise review methodology. The process involves exploratory reading, literature coding, combining manual and computational analysis, and summarizing trends based on research objectives and timeline analysis. The resulting literature feature matrix is analyzed using dimensionally reduction, visualization, and feature correlation analysis to identify similarities and differences between selected articles, and to formulate characteristics of each research trend. In the end, the research reflects on smart home studies from a human-centered perspective and speculate on future research opportunity and challenges. Here, we can share some interesting conclusions. We use time as a clue to compare the target use groups, associate researchers, and research methods, analyzing the visualized results we found. Firstly, the field of smart home research is becoming more inclusive, and we have found that interactive technology and interface design will assist specialized minority groups. Secondly, the designer's responsibilities are more varied and adaptable than in previous decades. In addition to the basic design tasks, the designer also needs to play an inclusive role and interact with other researchers in a multidisciplinary research team. Thirdly, the research team's professional makeup is becoming increasingly interdisciplinary, and new methods are emerging.
After the exploratory reading, we want to detect similar term articles as well as the possible optional number of clusters. The result of hierarchical clustering analysis based on the literature topics inspired the number of research objectives and trends, which depicted by the red lines. Then we used LDVs to compute topic distributions of 55 articles. We calculated the coherence score and perplexity of the extracted topics given various possible topic numbers ranging from 7 to 20. Then we cite the topic number of 18. The LD result is the best. Therefore, we decided to cite the number of topics to 18. The figure shows the number of smart home-related papers per research objective and year of publication. To identify relationships and interdependencies of literatures, we use 18 research objectives, 6 targeted user groups for associated researchers, and 3 adopted research methods to construct feature matrix M, which consisted of 32 columns containing additional trend tab feature, 55 rows representing the selected articles. Principal component analysis is a good fit for analyzing the interdependence between trends in the coded data, so we took 31 columns of article features in matrix M as the original variables. Use PCA to reduce the dimension of data. In order to facilitate visualization, we assign each trend a different color so that the figure can show how the research trends relate to one another. Each trend has obvious characteristics, thus we further designated the distribution region so that the distribution relationship can become more visible. The variance and correlation of labels were also calculated. The stronger directionality of the characteristics is indicated by a larger variance, resulting in a longer length for the vector. The arrow directions show how there is a correlation. According to the calculation results, we drew the most significant 10 characteristics in the figure. In addition to the 10 research aspects, there are still many research aspects concentrated near the origin that have not been verily presented. Well, they seem not strongly correlated with any trends. It does not necessarily suggest that they all exhibit a correlation. After rereading the 55 publications and performing manually analysis on them, we identified research aspects with 4 correlations and designated them as time-correlated.
Combining the research content, objectives, and aspects of 55 papers that are highly correlated with trends, we further refined several characteristics to highlight and promote each direction. Given that each research trend is distinct, this paper focuses on smart home research from the human-centered perspective, and human is the central theme of our work. This figure shows the relationship between the 5 research trends and the key theme of human. Interaction design not only efficiency the understanding of user needs and the upgrading of interaction experience, but also pay attention to the design of home device layout and device function. The attitude expressed in this publication is that smart home technology has gradually turned into the daily necessity, and interaction can demonstrate it more functionally and usefulness. Work focused on smart device relies on designers to conduct qualitative research to analyze smart device, including sharing and controlling gadgets, as well as novel interactive technologies. As smart home devices proliferate, future research will need to figure out ways to lessen the expense and burden of user learning and increase the effectiveness of user natural engagement. Design exploration often starts with addressing the needs and expectations of user to explore the requirements, potential outcomes, tools, and techniques of smart homes, and advocate a more sustainable design ecology in the future. The 2 trends, user behavior and the next data privacy and security. The 2 has strong correlated with aging users and experienced users. In addition to focusing on user behavior, features, demands, and experience evaluation, related literature on user behavior also undertakes more in-depth study on various user kinds, demonstrating considerations, respect, and adaptation for various users' personalities, habits, and skills. It conveys the inclusivity that HCI strives for. Additionally, data privacy and security has the most publication in recent years. We believe that this will continue to be the core focal area in the near future. Not only are there a variety technical problems need to be resolved, but also the concomitant user privacy fear and technological confidence crisis are important considerations. In this study, we have summarized 5 smart home trends using mainly a hybrid approach. At the same time, there are still many thought-provoking concepts in the 55 papers that are difficult to collect quantitatively, and these are often founded in the limitation, challenges, and future work or discussion. These papers had used speculative design, ethnographic, research through design, sustainability, design fiction, etc. as the tone or core of the research. They also use the co-design, participatory design as research method. Inspired by the opinions and findings in the 55 articles, we attempt to present some reflection from the 3 perspectives: the development of discipline, the transformation of user identity, and the advocacy of interaction equity. In this work, we have analyzed how the field of smart home research is growing from the human-centered perspective and creating more research opportunities based on the current literature. But most of the reviewed papers share similar limits and challenges, including small sample size, lack of generalizable experience, and the limitation of research method. But we also want to propose some potential solution to this challenge, such as building a sustainable database of smart home related work, developing design props, and participatory design toolkit. Meanwhile, we hope to see others expand our categorization and analysis in the future to support the diversity of human life. This work describes a literature analysis on human-centered design in smart home scenarios. This analysis involves a visual summary of research keywords from 19,901 articles published between 2000 and 2022, followed by the focus on 55 related articles from the high-impact HCF venue published in the past 5 years. The analysis identified 5 research trends separated: focus on interaction design, focuses on user behaviors, focuses on smart device, design exploration, and data privacy and security. The study concludes with reflection and future vision on multi-interdisciplinary development, stakeholder involvement, and the shift of design implication in the field of smart home technologies and beyond. This is a brief introduction of our paper. Welcome you to refer more information from the full paper, and also welcome to contact us if you have any question. Thank you, everybody.